I used to encourage him always in art, in painting, drawing, and try to get him to do, because he always had talent. I'm a fashion designer and a painter. I did go to a fine art college first, and then I went into fashion and textiles. When I was in New York, I did a 2-year course in sort of old technique of painting, which is like realism. Here, artists are looked down. Over there, it's just an area, your area that you like to be in, so it's accepted. I am very proud. I think he has come a long way. I think he's done very well. He listens for advice. He tries to improve his technique, and he tries to understand how things are made, which is very important when you're designing and creating. We usually help each other. He usually asks me, or I'll ask him, if I want to do something very young, then I'll ask him, or hetero or sporty. And if he wants to do something classic, he usually asks me, or more into fashion-wise.
Yeah, definitely. My mum's a designer. She's creative. She does everything to do with craft and art, and she designs clothing, and she does interior decorating, and she upholsters seats, and there's no limits. She doesn't set a line to where you stop. She thinks of something and she does it. I think I just fell into it. I was always creative, no matter what I did. I was at school. I left quite early, and I didn't really have much guidance at school to do crafts and stuff like that. I was like a van courier. I was a delivery man. I worked for a bakery. I worked in an arcade. Then I started working in a sneaker store, and then obviously my mind is always coming with creative ideas. No matter if there's something there, I'm thinking of how to change it. And working in a sneaker store, that's when I came up with the concept. I thought, I wanted to stop wearing sneakers and wear like more formal shoes. I wanted to appeal to the opposite sex. And then I thought, that would be a crazy idea to mix formal and casual footwear. I think when I got the first one done and it looked good, I knew that it was a good concept. I knew that it was a good idea. So I didn't really realize what was going on, but people were blogging my work, and I started getting magazine features. I guess back then customization was perceived to be just doing graffiti on shoes, or doing Tweety Pie, or characters, comic characters, or rap artists painting on the shoes. It's I don't want to wear a shoe with a drawing on it, like a painting. You have to respect what people do with their stuff. It's art. But for me, I'm not a great artist. I'm not a big illustrator. So I had to do what I knew, and that was with a needle and thread, which pretty much the basics of that was taught by my mum. I made a sneaker speaker, and I worked with MF Doom on that one, which is this is a huge rapper, he used to be part of KMD, and just he's really prolific, and it kind of, for me to work with him, puts a place in where I am with my work, I did a collaboration with DC, which was also quite a big landmark for me. That was my first collaboration. I've been skating since I was a kid. I was never a great skater. That was not my forte, but I'd come to Porto, I'd skate in Matosinhos, in the Câmara Municipal with my mates, with Kron and PF, people that I would hang out from school. When I'm back in London, my school friends that I grew up with, that's the relationship I had with the people in Matosinhos and in Mzinda. It's a traditional thing that whenever I come, we go to Direis, to Fafião, which is by Reminda. And, when we first started going up there, it was so quiet. It was, no one really knew about it. Not even Portuguese people knew about it, even people in Braga wouldn't know that spot, they live right next to Direis. They wouldn't even know the spot that we went to. And now they have tarmac roads and proper bridges, and people in New York are writing about it in New York Times, and it's become really popular, which is cool, you need to share the thing. But, for me, it's personal. It's You know, I want it to be mine. It's been a fruitful journey. When it's there, you just think, like, when the things are there, you try and not get too ahead of yourself. But like, when I look back, that's when I think I really appreciate the job and what I've been doing and where it puts me, you know.